This is Chris Danielson. Like, subscribe to NJPW Wrestling on YouTube. Subscribe to my other channel, Word of Chris, and subscribe to this channel, Chris Danielson, and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and both of my TikToks. I'll be down there in the description box, and I'm here to do my AEW and New Japan Pro Wrestling Forbidden Door reviews for 2023. So yeah, here we go, discussing about Forbidden Door tonight. Now we kick off the show with the 0 Hour. So yeah, we gotta talk about 0 Hour first, and yeah, they have 4 matches on 0 Hour, and then you get the rest of the match card for the rest of Forbidden Door, the main card. But yeah, we're going to talk about the first match on Forbidden Door 0 Hour. Now we kick off the show necessarily with Trent Beretta, Chuck Taylor, and Rocky Romero Chaos teaming up with El Desperado to take on the team of the Ring of Honor 6-man tag team champions, Brian Cage, Khan, and Tualina, I think that's how you say his name, and Swerve Strickland, Mogul Embassy, with Prince Nana at ringside. So yeah, it was an 8-man tag team match to kick off the 0 Hour. Now, this match, it was a pretty good match. It was a pretty good 8-man tag team match. Everybody was doing their thing and everything. We get to the ending pretty much with Trent Beretta grabbing Swerve Strickland, pretty much got him set up for the tag team finish move. Then we see Chuck Taylor jumping off the top turnbuckle with a double foot stomp onto Swerve, going into strong zero onto him. They pin him 1, 2. The pin gets broken up at the count of 2. Everybody's going at it inside the ring. Desperado and all of them going at it. But then Rocky Romero was the one that was tagged into this match. Same for Swerve. Rocky Romero was trying to hit the sliced bread onto Swerve, but then he gets caught by Brian Cage, got lifted up on his shoulders, and Brian Cage and Swerve Strickland hit this nice tag team combination move where we see Brian Cage hit the F5 and Swerve hitting the cutter at the same time onto Rocky Romero, which was pretty damn nice. Swerve climbs up the top turnbuckle. Brian Cage lifts up Rocky Romero, pretty much setting him up, and Swerve jumps off with a double foot stomp onto him, pinning him for the 1, 2, 3. So yeah, Mogul Embassy defeated Chaos and El Desperado tonight in the 8-man tag team match. That's what happened. It was a pretty good match. I'll give that match 3 stars. That's why I'll give it. It was a pretty good match on the 0 Hour. But yeah, there's 3 more matches still to come on 0 Hour for tonight's Forbidden Door. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Until then. So the next thing that happened on AEW and New Japan Pro Wrestling Forbidden Door 0 Hour, we get to the second match of the night on the 0 Hour pre-show, pretty much. And it was a one-on-one match. It was the Ring of Honor Women's World Champion Athena versus Billie Starkz one-on-one in the quarterfinals of the Owen Hart Foundation tournament. And yeah, this match, it was a freaking banger. Like, if you have yet, go check it out. This women's match was just really good between these two. Like, they was just knocking out. Like, Athena was like killing Billie Starkz in the ring. Like at one point. Yeah, like one point we see Athena hit like a vicious power bomb onto Billie Starkz, like straight up beating the hell out of this woman, and like we see like both of them trading in with some drop kicks and stuff at one point, which is crazy as well. But then Billie Starkz starts taking control of this match pretty much at the ending and stuff, taking down Athena, puts her like halfway on the ring apron, like Athena was like, like right there, like from the chest up, pretty much laying down on the mat, like at the ring apron. And then we see Billie Starkz jump off the top turnbuckle with a swanton bomb. Athena went back into the ring, and Billie Starkz hits the ring apron. And then Billie Starkz was pretty much sitting down by the like table or whatever. And that's where Athena gets out there, hitting a knee to the face right there against the table. Throws Billie Starkz into the ring and hits that new finisher move. It was okay for a finisher move where she lifted her up on her shoulders and tossed her down with a double knees to the stomach onto Billie Starkz and pinned her for the 3 count. So yeah, Athena defeated Billie Starkz tonight in the quarterfinals of the Owen Hart Foundation tournament. That's what happened. Pretty good match though. If you have yet, go check out this match. This match, it was a pretty damn good one. I'll give it 3.5 stars. That's why I'll give it. Athena freaking been improving like hell a lot. Definitely as a heel. As a heel, Athena's great. But yeah, go check out this match if you have yet. Really great match between these two women. But yeah, really good stuff though. But yeah, still to come later on tonight. We still got 2 more matches for the 0 hour. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Until then. So the next thing that happened on Forbidden Door 0 hour, we got to talk about the next match of the night. It was the 3rd match on the 0 hour show. It was Stu Grayson versus El Phantasmo in a 1-on-1 match. And this match, it was a freaking banger as well. These two guys just putting it out there in the ring and everything. We see El Phantasmo taking out Stu Grayson, laying him down on the mat pretty much. Climbs up that top turnbuckle and jumps off with a big splash onto Stu Grayson. He pins him. 1, 2, Grayson barely kicking out at 2. Grayson starts coming back a little bit towards the ending, hitting a peg leg kick onto Phantasmo, and then he climbs up the top turnbuckle, jumping off with a 450 splash onto him. He pins him. 1, 2, Phantasmo kicks out at 2 as well. So yeah, these two guys just putting everything out there in this match pretty much. And then we see Phantasmo on the ring apron, punches Grayson in the face pretty much, and then Grayson runs towards him, but Phantasmo leaps off that top rope going on to the other side of the apron, and Grayson hits the ropes pretty much, and then that's when Phantasmo hits a nice-ass tornado DDT type move onto Stu Grayson, laying him out, and then he hits his finish move. I forget what you call it, but it looks like the neutralizer pretty much, lifting Grayson up and hitting it onto him. And yeah, he got the 3 count and he won the match. So yeah, El Phantasmo defeated Stu Grayson tonight in a 1-on-1 match. And that match, like I said, a freaking banger. If you haven't yet, go check out that match between those two guys, because that match was really good. So yeah, for that match, I'll give it 3.5 stars as well. Really great match between those two guys. And this is the 0 hour. So yeah, these matches have been pretty good so far on the pre-show. But yeah, pretty good stuff though. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Until the next thing that happens on Forbidden Door 0 hour. We still got 1 more match, and that match will be up next. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Until then. So the next thing that happened on AEW Forbidden Door 0 hour. Now we got the last match on the pre-show pretty much, and it was a 6-man tag team match. It was Kyle Fletcher, TJP, and Jeff Cobb's United Empire versus, I already know, I'm going to be botching the hell out these names, but I'll try to do my best. And they was taking on Bushi, Shingo Takagi, and Hiromu Takahashi. I think I said all those names right, if I'm not mistaken. And now this is going to be the kicker right here. The team's name. And they are my fault, not L. I meant Los Ingohables de Humpon. I guess that's how you say it. I don't know how the hell you say that. I'm not fluent, but yeah. That's who they was taking on. But yeah, it was a pretty good match between these 6 guys. It was going back and forth. So yeah, I probably botched all those names right there, but it's whatever, I guess. But yeah, it was a pretty good 6-man tag team match between all 6 of these guys. The 2 remaining people in this match was TJP and Shingo Takagi. Both of them going at it pretty much, and we see Kyle Fletcher and Bushi taking each other out, and the other guys as well, Jeff Cobbs and them. But yeah, they was all outside the ring while we had TJP and Takagi in the ring. TJP was trying to hit a tornado DDT onto Takagi, but Takagi threw him, and he landed on his feet. TJP hits a big boot onto him, and Takagi no-sells that and hits a vicious clothesline onto TJP, and then Takagi lifts up TJP, which I think it's called Made in Japan. And when he hit Made in Japan onto TJP, we see Kyle Fletcher try and get into the ring, try to stop it and everything, but he was getting held back and everything. Same for Jeff Cobbs, and yeah, Takagi got the 1, 2, 3. So yeah, I don't know how the hell to say their tag team's name. I am not going to try it again because I know I botched the hell out of saying that. But Takagi's team defeated United Empire in a 6-man tag team match. So yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Forbidden Door. Up next, it'll be the main card. So yeah, see you guys later until then. So the next thing that happened on AEW X New Japan Pro Wrestling Forbidden Door, we finally get to the main card, and it was a one-on-one match. It was the first match of the night on the main card, at least. It was the AEW World Heavyweight Champion MJF versus Hiroshi Tanahashi in a one-on-one match for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. Now, MJF comes out with the robe that, like, Ric Flair kind of wears. Pretty much he wears out to the ring as well, and says on the back of it, New Japan is an indie. So, yeah, pretty much MJF just trolling everybody at that moment, which was pretty cool. Pretty funny moments during this match, like we see MJF try and walk away, and then Tanahashi's playing the air guitar in the ring, and MJF gets pissed off and he gets in the ring. At one point, we actually see MJF playing the air guitar as well in this match. There was one moment which was pretty funny where we see MJF locking on the abdominal stretch onto Tanahashi. He grabs the top rope and stuff, getting like leverage on the submission hold, and the referee starts counting, got up to the count of 4. MJF looks at him and he goes like, "What are you going to do, dipshit?" And the referee just decides to kick MJF's hand off the ropes, and then that's when Tanahashi starts taking control of this match, which was pretty funny. At one moment, we see Tanahashi on the top turnbuckle, and he actually jumps off with a frog splash, but MJF puts his knees up. Tanahashi lands on it, hurting himself, and MJF hurts his knee as well in the process. So yeah, he was selling a leg injury during this match. But then we get to the ending of this match, and we see MJF grabbing the AEW World Heavyweight Championship, getting into the ring, trying to hit Tanahashi with it. The referee stops him, grabs the world title out of his hands, and while the referee is putting the world title up, that's when Tanahashi grabs MJF, rolling him up for a pin, and Tanahashi could have won the match. Referee finally turns around, he starts counting the pin, 1, 2, MJF kicks out at 2, but yeah, Tanahashi could have won the match right then and there. But then MJF eventually grabs Tanahashi and pushes him into the referee, taking out the referee in the process. Tanahashi turns around. He gets hit upside the head with the diamond ring on MJF's head. And then MJF pins Tanahashi for the 1, 2, 3. So yeah, MJF defeated Hiroshi Tanahashi in a one-on-one match, and he has retained the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. That's what happened. Pretty good match, though, to kick off the show. I'll give that match 3.5 stars. That's what I'll give it. It was a pretty good match between those two guys, but yeah, good stuff. But yeah, later on tonight in the main event, it will be Bryan Danielson versus Kazuchika Okada in a one-on-one match. And not only that, we got like Kenny Omega versus Will Osprey as well, and many more matches later on tonight on Forbidden Door. But yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on AEW X NJPW Forbidden Door. See you guys later. Until then. So the next thing that happened on Forbidden Door, it was a one-on-one match. It was CM Punk versus Satoshi Kojima in a one-on-one, pretty much in a first round of the Owen Hart Foundation tournament. But yeah, that's what this match was all about. In this match, it was a pretty good match. Now we see a lot of stuff during this match, like we see CM Punk actually mocking Hulk Hogan at one point. The fans are like booing the hell out of Punk a lot of times in this match as well. The fans just in Toronto did not like CM Punk at all. Like I said, Punk was mocking Hulk Hogan by doing the air taunt pretty much, and then he hits the leg drop onto Kojima at one point in this match. And then at one point we actually see CM Punk on the top turnbuckle jumping off with that flying elbow drop onto Kojima, and then he locks on the Anaconda Vice onto him, but Kojima fought all that after that as well. But then Kojima starts taking control of this match at the ending of this match, laying in those vicious chops and everything, laying out Punk, and he got a 2 count out of it. Kojima waited for Punk to get back up. He tries to hit that lariat, that clothesline onto Punk, but Punk ducks it, and then CM Punk kicks him upside the head, lifts him up on his shoulders, and hits the go to sleep, the GTS, onto Kojima, and then he pins him for the 3 count. So yeah, CM Punk defeated Satoshi Kojima tonight in a one-on-one match in the first round of the Owen Hart Foundation tournament. That's what happened there. It was a pretty good match between those two guys. I'll give that match 3.5 stars. That's what I'll give it. It was a good one, but yeah. Or I'll give it 3 stars. That's what I'll give it. It was a pretty good one, though, still. But yeah, pretty good stuff. But yeah, later on tonight, there's still many more matches that come on Forbidden Door. So yeah, much more. But yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on AEW X NJPW Forbidden Door. See you guys later until then. So the next thing that happened on Forbidden Door, it was a Fatal 4-Way match. It was the AEW International Champion Orange Cassidy versus Daniel Garcia versus Katsuyori Shibata versus the IWGP Television Champion Zack Sabre Jr. in a Fatal 4-Way match for the AEW International Championship. In this match, it was a freaking banger. It was a pretty good one between all 4 of these guys, putting it all on the line pretty much in this match. At the ending, Orange Cassidy got knocked out of the ring and everything, and this is the very ending where it looks Zack Sabre Jr. was taking control of this match with him and Daniel Garcia inside the ring, and then we see Zack Sabre Jr. trying to hit his finisher move onto Daniel Garcia, but Daniel Garcia reverses it into a backslide, only getting a 2 count. Shibata gets into the ring, taking out Daniel Garcia, kicking him right in the face pretty much, and then Orange Cassidy quickly going in there, pushing Shibata out of the ring, and he goes pretty much with a crucifix pin onto Daniel Garcia, getting the 1, 2, 3. So yeah, Orange Cassidy defeated Katsuyori Shibata, Daniel Garcia, and Zack Sabre Jr. tonight in the Fatal 4-Way match, and he has retained the AEW International Championship. That's what happened. It was a pretty good match. It was a pretty good Fatal 4-Way match. If you have yet, go check it out. I'll give that match 4 stars. That's why I'll give it. Really good stuff. But yeah, later on tonight, we still got Bryan Danielson versus Kazuchika Okada in a one-on-one match in the main event. Not only that, the IWGP United States Championship will be defended between Kenny Omega and Will Osprey later on tonight. And yeah, just many more stuff to come. But yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Forbidden Door. See you guys later until then. So the next thing to happen on AEW X NJPW Forbidden Door for this year, it was a one-on-one match. It was Jungle Boy with Hook at ringside versus the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion Sonata in a one-on-one match for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. So yeah, this match, it was a pretty good match between these two guys, going back and forth and everything. At one point we see Jungle Boy rolling up Sonata, but only getting a 2 count. But after Sonata kicked out, Jungle Boy tries to jump over him, try to hit a Poison Rana, but Sonata, backs up from underneath him. Jungle Boy lands on his feet, and then Sonata hits the Poison Rana onto Jungle Boy, and then he hits like a Shining Wizard knee to the face onto Jungle Boy. He pins him 1, 2. Jungle Boy barely kicking out at 2. Sonata picks him up, carries him closer to the turnbuckles, hits a backbreaker onto him, and then he climbs up the top turnbuckle and jumps off with the big moonsault onto Jungle Boy, getting the 3 count. So yeah, Sonata defeated Jungle Boy tonight in a one-on-one match, and he has retained the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. That's what happened. Really good match between those two guys. It was a pretty good one. I'll give it 3.5 stars. That's why I'll give it as a good one. But yeah, that's what happened there. But then the big twist is what happened after the match. So yeah, Hook is out there with Jungle Boy. They're up on the ramp and everything. And yeah, we see pretty much Hook, holding up Jungle Boy's hand. Like, even though he lost, Jungle Boy's still good and everything. So yeah, Hook is just holding up his hand. And then all of a sudden we see Jungle Boy hitting a vicious clothesline onto Hook, laying him out, and Jungle Boy turning heel. So yeah, Jungle Boy was turning heel, and then he drops down to his knees, soaking in all the boos and stuff from the crowd and everything, because the crowd was just booing the hell out of Jungle Boy after he turned on Hook. So yeah, that's what happened there, and Jungle Boy doing the wave and stuff like what the crowd was doing with him. But yeah, that's what happened there. Sonata defeated Jungle Boy to retain the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship, and then Jungle Boy turned heel on Hook. So yeah, that's what happened there. Pretty good stuff though. But yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Forbidden Door. See you guys later until then. So the next thing that happened on Forbidden Door, it was a 10-man tag team match. It was Jon Moxley, the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Champion, Claudio Castagnoli, Wheeler Yuta, Konosuke Takeshita, the Blackpool Combat Club teaming up with Shota Umino, and they was taking on the team of Matt and Nick Jackson, the Young Bucks, Hangman Adam Page, the Elite, Eddie Kingston, and Tomohiro Ishii in a 10-man tag team match. But yeah, that's what this match is all about. And this match, it was a pretty good match. It was going back and forth and everything. At one point, there was a cool moment where we see Takeshita actually grabbing both of the Young Bucks and hitting like a nice double German suplex on both of them, which was pretty cool in this match. And then the Young Bucks starts going crazy on everybody, hitting double super kicks on every single body. Claudio, Takeshita, Umino, Wheeler Yuta, and all of them. And then they was trying to hit the double super kick onto Jon Moxley at one point, but then Eddie Kingston actually saves Jon Moxley, pushing Moxley out the way and getting hit with the double super kick. So yeah, Eddie Kingston done that at one point in this match. But then we started getting towards the ending of this match where everybody was taking each other out pretty much. And then we see Adam Page and Wheeler Yuta in the ring. Adam Page was trying to hit the buckshot lariat onto Yuta, but Yuta ducks it, and then he grabs Adam Page and hits a German suplex, turning him inside out. Adam Page rolls out the ring. Ishii gets into the ring, starts taking control of this match, taking out Wheeler Yuta, hitting a vicious lariat, the clothesline onto Wheeler Yuta, and then he lifts up Wheeler Yuta, hitting a brainbuster onto him, and then Ishii pinned him for the 1, 2, 3. So yeah, the Elite, Eddie Kingston, and Tomohiro Ishii defeated the Blackpool Combat Club and Shota Umino in a 10-man tag team match tonight on Forbidden Door. That's what happened. It was a pretty good 10-man tag team match. For that match, I'll give it 4 stars. That's why I'll give it. It was a good one. But yeah, that's what happened there. But yeah, still many more matches to come. The IWGP United States Championship will be defended against Kenny Omega and Will Osprey tonight. And later on tonight, we still got Bryan Danielson versus Kazuchika Okada in the main event. And yeah, just many more stuff. But yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Forbidden Door. See you guys later until then. So the next thing that happened on Forbidden Door, it was a one-on-one match. It was the AEW Women's World Champion Toni Storm with Saraya and Ruby Soho, the Outcasts, at ringside versus Willow Nightingale one-on-one for the AEW Women's World Championship. So yeah, that's what this match is all about, for the world title. And yeah, it was a pretty good match between Toni Storm and Willow Nightingale, going back and forth and everything. At one point in this match, we see Willow Nightingale taking control of this match. She starts climbing up the top turnbuckle. I guess she was going to hit a moonsault or something. But then we see Saraya and Ruby Soho rolling in the spray paint can to Toni Storm. Referee catches it and kicks Saraya and Ruby Soho out of ringside. So yeah, they got kicked out ringside during this match. And then, yeah, like I said, Willow Nightingale was taking control of this match at the ending, laying in some big clotheslines onto Toni Storm in the corner, and then she goes over there on one side of the ring, about to hit the cannonball onto Toni Storm, up until Toni Storm grabs the referee, pulls the referee forward to her. Willow, stops and then grabs the referee and pushes him out the way, and then that's when Toni Storm grabs Willow from the hair and stuff, and then hits Storm Zero onto her, getting the 3 count. So yeah, Toni Storm defeated Willow Nightingale tonight in a one-on-one match and has retained the title. That's what happened. Pretty good match though. But yeah, she retains the AEW Women's World Championship. But yeah, for that match, I'll give it 2.5 stars. That's what I'll give it. It was a pretty good match, not bad or anything. But yeah, Willow Nightingale, she's been growing on me a little bit more, so yeah, she's been doing pretty good as well. And obviously, Toni Storm has always been great as well. But yeah, up next it'll be Kenny Omega versus Will Ospreay one-on-one for the IWGP United States Championship. That match will be up next, which that one obviously is going to be a freaking banker. Definitely can't wait to check that out. But yeah, that match will be up next. So yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Forbidden Door. See you guys later until then. So the next thing that happened on Forbidden Door, it was a one-on-one match. It was the IWGP United States Champion Kenny Omega versus Will Osprey for the IWGP United States Championship in a one-on-one match. In this match, it was a freaking banger. Like, it was going back and forth between these two guys. Will Osprey was busted open. Kenny Omega was busted open during this match. We see pretty much Will Osprey actually hit the V trigger at one point onto Omega, laying him out. At one point, Will Osprey during this match was just mocking the fans and everything, yelling at these kids, grabbing the Canadian flag, wiping it on his ass pretty much, and, blowing his nose with it and everything, just mocking the hell out of the freaking Toronto audience. And Omega had enough to hit a big ass clothesline onto him, turning him inside out at one point in this match. That was a pretty cool moment. But then we started getting towards the end of the match, where we see at one point Omega got some Will Osprey and stuff up against the ropes. And then we see Don Callis outside of the ring. Referees getting in between Omega and Don Callis, pretty much like Omega and Osprey still inside the ring. Referees outside the ring with Don Callis trying to make sure they separate and stuff. The referee can't see it, but Don Callis is grabbing the screwdriver out of his pocket, which it took him forever to freaking get the screwdriver, literally. And he finally passes it off to Will Osprey, and then that's when Omega lifts up Will Osprey for the one-winged angel, and then Osprey hits him in the face with the screwdriver, and then he has the back elbow to the back of the head onto Kenny Omega, and then he has his other finisher move, the Stormbreaker, onto Omega. He pins him. 1, 2, Omega got his foot onto the ropes, getting a rope break, breaking up the pin. So yeah, Kenny Omega was still in this match with Will Osprey, but then obviously we started getting towards the end of the match pretty much still. Osprey picks up Omega, lifts him up, and straight up drops him right on his freaking head at one point. It looked like he was going to hit the Stormbreaker again, and straight up dropped Omega onto the top of his head. And then Will Osprey hits that back elbow to the back of the head onto Omega again, lifts him up and hits Stormbreaker onto Omega and pins him for the 1, 2, 3 in the middle of the ring. And yeah, Will Osprey defeated Kenny Omega, and he is the new IWGP United States Champion. That's what happened. Pretty damn good match. That was like match of the night right there already. We still got a few more matches, but that match was a freaking banger right there. For that match, I'll give that shit 5 out of 5 stars. That's why I'll give it even 7 stars. Like, that match was like freaking great between Will Osprey and Kenny Omega. Like, that match was a freaking banger. But yeah, great stuff from Kenny Omega and Will Osprey. Will freaking mocking the crowd and just throwing on the banger with Kenny Omega tonight. But yeah, Will Osprey is a new IWGP United States Champion by defeating Kenny Omega tonight. And there's still more matches to come, like Bryan Danielson versus Kazuchika Okada in the main event one-on-one later on tonight. And I think up next it'll be the 6-man tag team match. Chris Jericho, Sammy Guevara, and Minoru Suzuki versus Sting, Darby Allin, and Naito up next in a 6-man tag team match. So yeah, I think that match is the next one up next. I know there was an Adam Cole match, but that match got canceled because Adam Cole got like an illness or something. So that match is no longer happening. But yeah, the 6-man tag team match is up next for sure. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Until then. So the next thing to happen on Forbidden Door, it was a 6-man tag team match. It was Darby Allin, Sting, and Tetsuya Naito versus Chris Jericho, Sammy Guevara, and Minoru Suzuki in a 6-man tag team match. In this match, it was a pretty good match. It was going back and forth and everything. At one point during this match, we see Jericho actually place Sting on a table outside of the ring, and he was telling Sammy Guevara to go through the table. Like, put Sting through the table at 630 splash. And at first, Sammy Guevara did not want to do that. Like, him and Jericho was arguing majority of the time during this match, going back and forth with each other during this match and everything. But then Sammy Guevara was like, what the hell, I want to go ahead and do it anyway. So he climbs up the top turnbuckle and hits that 630 splash onto Sting through the table at one point. So yeah, Sting was just taking some risk in this match. At one point, we actually see Jericho locking on the walls of Jericho onto Naito, and this Sting gets in there, get him to stop, and then locked on the Scorpion Deathlock onto him until Suzuki breaks it up. But yeah, it was going back and forth and everything during this match. But then we get to the ending with Suzuki locking on that sleeper hold onto Naito, but Naito fought out of that, rolling him up for a pin, getting the 3 count. So yeah, Sting, Darby Allin, and Tetsuya Naito defeated Chris Jericho, Sammy Guevara, and Minoru Suzuki tonight in the 6-man tag team match. That's what happened. It was a pretty good match. I'll give that match 3.5 stars. That's why I'll give it a very good 6-man tag team match. But yeah, up next will be the main event. Bryan Danielson versus Kazuchika Okada 1-on-1 up next in the main event. So yeah, the main event is up next, and yeah, that match will be up next. But yeah, pretty good match, like I said, in that 6-man tag team match. Like I said, that match, I'll give it 3.5 stars. But yeah, pretty good stuff. So yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Forbidden Door. See you guys later until then. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention there was a segment after the match ended, that 6-man tag team match, where we see Jericho grabbing a baseball bat, attacking Naito, and then Sting took the baseball bat out of his hands. I started beating him with it until Jericho ran off. So yeah, that was a segment I forgot to mention that happened after the 6-man tag team match. But yeah, other than that, see you guys later until the main event. So yeah, the next thing that we're going to be talking about is the main event. It was Bryan Danielson versus Kazuchika Okada 1-on-1 in the main event for tonight's Forbidden Door. So yeah, oh man, let's go ahead and talk about this match. This match was a freaking banger. Both of these guys going at it back and forth and everything. Bryan Danielson almost won this match a few times. Same for Okada, almost winning this match a few times. Bryan Danielson doing everything that he can to possibly beat Okada, hitting the Psycho knee, try to get near falls and everything, try to make Okada tap out multiple times in this match. But then, at one point, we see Okada actually hitting the Rainmaker onto Bryan Danielson. He pins him 1, 2, Bryan Danielson barely kicking out at 2. Danielson at the ending locks on the label lock, pretty much the yes lock or whatever. And, you know, Okada's fighting out of it and everything, getting closer and closer to the ropes. Danielson pretty much injuring the arm of Okada multiple times, bending the arm, putting his foot against it and everything, like this type of submission hold onto Okada, and eventually Okada taps out. So yeah, Bryan Danielson defeated Kazuchika Okada tonight in the main event for tonight's Forbidden Door. That's what happened. Great main event. I'll give that match 4.5 stars. That's why I'll give it. That match between Bryan Danielson and Kazuchika Okada was very great. First time ever they faced off with each other, and this match was a freaking banger. So yeah, that's what happened there. But even though this match was a freaking banger to me, match of the night got to go to Kenny Omega and Will Osprey. That match was absolutely fantastic. But yeah, that match was match of the night. But this one, it was a very great match between these two guys as well in the main event. But yeah, for tonight's Forbidden Door, I'll give it 9.5 stars. That's why I'll give it a very great show. It was a long show, but it was still great. Very great one, 9.5 stars. That's why I'll give it. But yeah, that has been my AEW X NJPW Forbidden Door 2023 reviews. Like, subscribe to Team W Wrestling on YouTube, subscribe to my other channel, Word of Chris, and subscribe to this channel, Chris Bales, and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and both of my TikToks. I'll be down there in the description box. And yeah, still going to be talking about a lot more wrestling this week. I'm tired of it because I've been talking a few days now of wrestling, but it's going to go nonstop pretty much. Because tomorrow night we got Monday Night Raw, which I'll be talking about. Be talking about AEW Dynamite on Wednesday, Friday Night SmackDown on Friday, Money in the Bank on Saturday, and same for AEW Collision on Saturday. So yeah, many more stuff to come this week as well. So yeah, like I said, subscribe to me and all that stuff, and I'll see you guys later. Until then.